The magic of Ephemerember. And at this moment, I wish that I could play this song, but it's copyrighted, and I don't think that when we purchase it, we receive permission to play it in our videos.
The magic
However, let me turn this sound off.
I wish that I could play this song.
However, if I ever find out that we do have permission, that will be fun because I will play it in my videos. And if you're wondering, what song are you talking about, Theresa? Louise and Barbara wrote a song for Ephemerember, and it is a digital download that is available. I believe I bought my copy from Louisa, and I have it on my computer, but there's also lyrics to it, of course, and I have the lyrics written here. So let's see if I can read my writing. When December begins, crafting makes nights long. We come together where we belong. With paper and glue and our hearts we render, crafting joy in Ephemerember. Ephemerember, where hearts unite, with every piece we shine so bright. Across the world, our spirits soar, crafting together forevermore. From simple scraps to colors bold, we wrap our stories into gold. Each prompt a spark of joyful ember, bringing warmth in Ephemerember. We share our dreams, our smiles and tears, building bonds that last for years. Through every craft, yours and mine, we find love this special time. As scissors cuts and colors flow, our community continues to grow. With each creation, love we render, binding us close in Ephemerember. So here's to us, both near and far, crafting joy no matter where we are. And this is really hard to read. Something fold and cut, remember, we're bound by love in Ephemerember. So I just printed out the lyrics and then I wrote it on these beautiful pages with a white gel pen, and I use, I'm trying to find it. I have to get some stuff out of my way. I use Uniball Signo UM-153, and I get a lot of use out of this pen. I love it. Alright, so our prompt today is for day 3, layered tag and retro film strip. Now, I didn't have any cool retro film strips, and I'd forgotten that I do have one thing, but I didn't use it. See if I can find it. I have this. Oh my gosh, I could have used this. Look at that. That would have been fun. Darn. But hindsight, you know. So anyways, that's what happens when you don't know what stuff you have. And that's why it's important to me to use my stuff and to remember what I have. So I don't know if I can show it. Nope, I can't. I don't have another. I have program called Good Notes, an app, and I have a crafting supplies journal basically on that Good Notes app, and I'm gonna have to remember to put this in here and to tag it as film strip, slides, keywords like that, so that next time when I need something like this, I will go to my Good Notes and look for it and be able to take advantage of this wonderful thing. When I first got it, I did, in fact, the whole reason I bought it was because I love the idea of having viewfinder, and so I made this. Now it's a smidgen, the die is a smidgen too big for my mini cut and emboss machine, but it's real hard to tell that I had to edit it a little tiny bit right there because it was flat. So, but other than that, it cuts out really good, and I'm happy with that because that's why I love junk journaling, is I don't look for perfection when I do things. Yes, you know, I'm like a lot of people, and the tendency is to try and strive for perfection, OCD and all, you know, but with junk journaling, I keep reminding myself, oh, these little imperfections are fun, and they are a big part of junk journaling. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Dropped all these little pieces. Oh my goodness, there's lots of little pieces. Okay, so what did I do? I did have a digital from Line Dot Arrow that was a film strip. And the lovely Cara, C-A-R-A, and what is her name? Let me go find it here real quick. Cara Renee. What's your last name, Cara? She watches my videos sometimes, so hi, Cara, if you're watching my video. Oh, let's see. Just looking real quick here. Cara. Cara Renee Wolf, and she has a YouTube video. She posted a layered tag on the group Junk Journal Junction, and I thought it was lovely, so I wanted to make one. I have I have the film strip. Okay, I don't need things to be stuck on top of my trimmers. That just puts a kink in my world. Oh, that's why it's stuck. It's because that little moth got caught. But I have my retro film strip right here. This is from the newest steampunk kit from Line Dot Arrow that she released in November. And so then I just took some of the other fussy cuts from the kit and I glued them so that they would be like little shells to stick things in. Let's see, this is stuck in, this, nothing is stuck in here, and this is stuck in. And I thought this might have glued, because I thought that stuck in too, but oh, here we go. There's something here, maybe not. Okay, it's not working, but anyways, this is what I did for the retro film strip. Hi, Vanessa. Yes, Cara is precious. Well, very good. That's cool. I'm glad that you saw that I went live. You don't usually catch my lives. Good job. And so Kara did hers, you know, in a similar way. She wrapped layers around her bookmark, and so I used some paper from Edith Holden book, and what else did I use? I used, what is this? I don't know. This is probably from a digital of somebody's. And this is a digital from, I want to say that this is from Tracy Fox. She did these really cool, and I got to show you this. She did this really cool thing where she made a digital. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so one is for scrap lace, and it's like an envelope. And I think this one I didn't do it exactly right because these are supposed to fit inside the envelope. So this has lace, so it has an envelope and it has like a board. I don't know what you would call that. I'm calling it a board. And so then this one is scrap paper. The envelope's bigger. I put a piece of Velcro here to hold it closed. And so here you've got that board. And this one is for paper. And you just put some scrap paper in there. And then this one is fat. It's scrap fabric. Yeah, so I did the lace one first and I did it wrong. I think I sewed it shut or something. Ooh, this one's fat. And so here we've got some fun pieces of fabric. And how fun of a Happy Mail would this be to send to somebody? So I would send the Happy Mail, and then I would send a link to this digital because it's a fun digital. Actually, it might even be a freebie. Okay, I'm not going to try and put that back in because it is stuffed. So that's where I got this little scrap of paper for this. I'm going to call it a shelf. So I put this little card, journal card in here, and then I put this tag from my book that I had on, what was that? That was a book on Queen Victoria. I saved the cover page here somewhere. I'm turning this into an art journal. This is the first time I've ever turned a paperback into an art journal. Yeah, Life in Victorian Britain, a social history of Queen Victoria's reign. I did I was a guest designer, I guess, for Susan with I Totally Love It, and I think it was last July. And so I bought this book to get some stuff on Queen Victoria. So that's where that tag came from. Moth, you go over here. And I used some old lace right here to cut, close this off at the bottom. And then this one is just from an old digital. I think that one is from Scrimping Mommy. There's a lot of YouTubers that are going through it right now. Scrimping Mommy is Amanda, and her daughter is ill, and her teenage daughter is ill, and she's very concerned about her. Who else is going through it? Margaret with Seven Plaza is having a lot of problems. I mean, I believe what she's trying to describe in regards to her back problem is back spasms, but her being in the Netherlands, she may not be familiar with that word, but from what she described, it sounds like back spasms, and it sounds like some of the worst that I've ever heard of. Another person that I know was lifting a log cutter or something one time and did ruptured or herniated a disc. So I think you can rupture or you can herniate a disc. I know there's two different things that you can do to it. And it can be operable, but Margaret says that they don't like to operate in the Netherlands. But anyways, I think she may have gone to her neurologist by now. I think that's who she was going to. So I pray and hope that she's going to recover quickly. I know from what she said in her last video, she's really going through the withdrawals for crafting. This little moth does not want to stay in. I may have to hammer her. So who else is going through it? I guess, let's see, Amanda? Yeah, that moth isn't going to stay. So I'm just going to tuck that back in there and talk for a couple more minutes and bring this to a close, because today is my day for, what's the other one that I'm doing? Darcy's, I've got it in, I'll have it in the description when I'm done. Let me look at my little file over here. Darcy's doing a December daily with 31 prompts, and she has invited some of us YouTubers that volunteered to do her Darcy's December daily. Hashtag Darcy's December daily. And I will have that in the description, and I do have it already in yesterday's video description. So the other person who's going through it is Tracy Fox herself. She's got some, I think she said rheumatoid arthritis going on, but she's been putting out some videos recently. So she wears mittens like on her hands, and I guess the warmth is helping that. I'll have to keep that in mind. I have a joint or something right here that likes to get really sore to the touch, so I have to keep that in mind to see if heat might help that sort of thing. But I'm fine. I'm not saying I have any problems. But anyways, one other person, and then Margaret, here she is going through it. She goes on to give a shout out to, what's her name with Shabby Dabby Doodah? Tina? I think her name's Tina. I might be wrong. Anyways, I guess she's still going through her nasty, awful divorce. And I've been there, done that. So, but I'm really most concerned about Margaret and hoping that she gets that pain under control. And then of course I hope Amanda's little girl, even though she's a teenager, I'm sure she's still her little girl, is going to recover from her critical problems. When I mean critical, I mean, I should say chronic maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Amanda said she was taking about a week off from doing videos because her daughter is her first priority, which, yes, that's the way it should be. So, speaking of thumbs up, please remember to click on that thumbs up button for me. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. That's awesome. Vanessa says she's praying for Margaret and Amanda's little teen daughter. I know you guys can't see the chat. Once this video is published and the chat is over, you won't be able to see the things from the chat. So I tried to repeat what folks say so that you know what I'm responding to when I say things. Yeah, so that's what I have for you today. This video, I just didn't want to go very long because I am going to do a second video as soon as I finish wrapping my head around the prompt, which is going to be good things come in small packages, something you're grateful for. And so I'll give you a hint. The things that I'm grateful for that come in small packages are cute and precious. So come back to the next video and you'll see what my rendition is of day 3 prompt for the December daily. Thank you, Vanessa. She says my journal looks awesome. I've already done quite a few flip throughs, and I have some things kind of hanging out for future prompts just to kind of bookmark it. So if you're interested in seeing the last flip through that I did, go ahead and look at that Ephemer Ember playlist and go back to one that either has the picture of this brooch on it or the one before it, before I decided to use this brooch. And there will be a full flip through. Vanessa, do you see? Do you see? This is what I bought from you, this beautiful stuff. And you all can get fun stuff like this from Clemens Crafts. So take a look at her Etsy shop and watch her sales. This particular item showed up on one of her sales, and that's why I was able to snag it. So everybody take care. Thanks for visiting. See you later, Vanessa.